Every Ghostface killer in Scream franchise history, ranked by threat level. Spoiler alert. This article contains major spoilers for Scream 7. Few horror villains are as enduring as Ghostface, but few have been a truly lethal incarnation. Scream reinvented the slasher genre. The Ghostface mask has been worn by multiple killers across movies and television, each bringing their own motive, brutality, and level of competence. The most threatening have endured as true horror movie icons. Some Ghostfaces are criminal masterminds orchestrating elaborate murder sprees. Others barely last a single act before being unmasked and dispatched. From legacy sequels like Scream 7 to the small screen reinvention on television, Ghostface has evolved notably over the years. The killer, however, has not become concurrently more threatening with time. Greg Bruckner is technically one of the Ghostfaces in Scream VI, but calling him a threat feels generous. Has never seen alive and never shown killing anyone on screen. Instead has revealed posthumously as part of a failed Ghostface duo. The real killers eliminate Greg before his plan even begins. Greg's biggest contribution to the franchise is being a cautionary tale. Also from Scream VI, Jason Carver fares only slightly better. While he does murder his film professor in a brutal opening sequence, many don't consider him a proper Ghostface. Hes quickly outsmarted and murdered by the film's true antagonists before he can execute his larger plan, despite taking a big game about elevated horror. Carl from Scream 7 shows flashes of danger but ultimately underwhelms. Though he killed 3 people before the movie, his on-screen campaign is surprisingly ineffective. He manages to fight Sidney, Mark, and Tatum in their home, which earns him some credibility. However, Hes unlikely to have added to Scream 7's body count, and is memorably run over by Gale. Ethan Landry in Scream the Scythe is dangerous but clearly not the mastermind. With only 2 confirmed kills, he often feels like Hes following his father's lead, rather than driving the chaos. Still, he deserves credit for taking on the entire core group during the apartment ladder sequence. Ethan is vicious, but his lack of independence keeps him from ranking higher. Quinn Bailey, also in Scream VI, has just 1 confirmed kill, but she's more effective than her numbers suggest. She nearly takes out Gale in a tense apartment attack, and brutally stabs Mindy on the subway. Quinn plays dead convincingly, manipulating both the characters and the audience. While not the brains of the operation, her stealth and bravery make her more threatening. Marco in Scream 7 is efficient, but lacks flair. He successfully kills a couple of victims and proves capable in close-quarters confrontations. However, much of his screen time involves chasing and capturing Tatum rather than delivering inventive or shocking kills. Competent, yet uninspired, he feels more like hired muscle than an iconic slasher villain. Beth stands as one of the most formidable Ghostfaces in Scream. As the true mastermind, she orchestrates a brutal killing spree that leaves 5 victims dead. Calculating and emotionally detached, Beth manipulates those around her while carefully steering suspicion away from herself. Her long-game planning and decisive violence make her a reasonably dangerous and complete Ghostfaces. Amber Freeman from Scream 2022 earns major threat points for killing Dewey, one of the franchise's legacy heroes. With 4 additional murders under her belt, Amber proves ruthless and shockingly fearless. Her motive may be flimsy, rooted in toxic fandom, and she's clearly influenced by Richie. Still, her sheer brutality and willingness to directly confront experienced survivors make her dangerous. Jamal J. Elliott in Scream is terrifying because he doesn't need much convincing to kill. Responsible for at least 4 murders, Jay embraces violence with disturbing enthusiasm. Beth may provide the direction, but Jay supplies raw savagery. Hes impulsive, aggressive, and clearly looking for an excuse to unleash his darker impulses. That unpredictability makes him especially dangerous. Charlie Walker from Scream 4 ranks among the most physically dangerous Ghostfaces. He commits nearly all the murders in the film, executing elaborate and brutal kills from throwing victims out of windows to stabbing someone in the head. Though Hes clearly following Jill's grand plan, Charlie is the muscle that makes it work efficiently and creatively.